Well, welcome to the MTI show. I'm Mike the Investor. The crypto market has been pumping. It's a little bit over $1 trillion. Bitcoin has reached 23K. It's around 22K at the time of this video. The market has just pulled back a little bit on this hour. We have Ethereum that's hit 1600, and a lot of people are wondering, is this the turnaround for the market? Well, in my personal opinion, I still don't think the market has actually bottomed out, but I'm going to save that for another video. I want to briefly touch on what the SEC has said far as what they're going to be focusing on when it comes to crypto regulation for the next several months. But before we jump into that, shout out to one of the partners on the channel, which is Crypto.com. So Crypto.com offers a DeFi wallet that gives us full control of our crypto keys as well as our crypto, which is exactly what we want. We can still earn passive income on cryptos and stablecoins. You can also use different dApps in the DeFi space, depending on what your needs are. You can also use different NFTs. If that's your thing, you can hold NFTs inside of this wallet. And also, if you're looking to swap one crypto to another or swap to a stablecoin, you have that option as well. Now, regarding their DeFi wallet, you can use this either on your phone or you can use this as a desktop browser as a wallet extension using it on your desktop or your laptop. So if you'd like to check out the Crypto.com DeFi wallet, there will be a link in the description below. But now let's go ahead and dive into some of the news regarding what the SEC as well as the CFTC, also known as the Commodities Future Trading Commission, they are looking to actually work together to help stabilize different areas and regulate different areas in the crypto space. Let's check it out. Now, as we can see from the headline here, this is coming from the 𝗓𝗘𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏.com. This came out a couple days ago, July 18th. The SEC Chair Gary Gensler points to what's coming for crypto regulation in the several months. So this is what we can kind of expect throughout the rest of this year. Now, as we look at the highlighted parts here, the public right now, he says, would benefit, and this is the SEC, Gary Gensler, who's saying this. The public right now would benefit from investor protection around these various service providers, if you wish, the exchanges, because we know a lot of crypto exchanges and platforms have become insolvent this year, the lending platforms and broker dealers, right? And so as we move on down a little bit further, we at the SEC are working in each of those three fields, exchanges, lending, and the broker dealers, and talking to the industry participants about how to come into compliance or modify some of that compliance. Now, as we move down a little bit further, Gary Gensler goes on to say that the SEC is also in talks with the bank regulators and the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, also known as the CFTC, to better regulate digital assets. We're also looking at the tokens, the stable coins, so to speak, and the non-stable coins separately. So they're looking at these in two separate categories, so to speak. And so as we look down here, Gary Gensler talks about the one rulebook approach to regulating digital assets that will allow two agencies to oversee cryptocurrencies depending on whether they are classified as a security or a commodity. And this is what I was talking about just a little bit earlier. The SEC and the CFTC is looking to work together and pass information back and forth to each other to be able to regulate different cryptocurrencies in different areas with the focus on exchanges, lending, and broker dealers, and also looking at just cryptocurrency as a whole and stablecoin on what it is as well. So let's briefly look at this. Came out a little bit over a month ago, a little bit less than a month, the one rule book that Gary Gensler is talking about. Now, this news actually came out towards the end of last year, and the Daily Huddle actually posted this article June 26th of last month, so a little bit less than a month ago. Now, the headline says the SEC Chair Gary Gensler proposes one rulebook for the regulation on all crypto asset trading. So let's move down to see what he's actually talking about in this one rulebook. Now, we can see Gary Gensler is in communication with his regulatory counterparts at the Commodities Futures Trading Commission, also known as we know, the CFTC, in order to promote security and transparency for investors who swap crypto assets. Now, Gary Gensler reveals, and he says there's a memorandum understanding between the SEC and the CFTC, which pretty much means this is in the works and they will oblige the SEC to pass along information to the CFTC CFTC relating to crypto assets that represent a commodity. So as we move down, the SEC is mandated to oversee assets that act as securities, while the CFTC regulates commodities and derivatives markets. So you can see how these two are trying to work together. Now, the last couple parts here, Gary Gensler says, I'm talking about one rule book on the exchange that protects all trading regardless of the pair. Also, a security token versus a security token, a security token versus a commodity token, and a commodity token versus a commodity token. Now, Gensler, the last thing we're going to talk about here, it says Gensler also says that it would behoove crypto companies to register with the SEC, as doing so would offer protection for their customers, which would be me and you, amid the falling prices of crypto assets. So we can see that the SEC is also really looking at trying to regulate and where they can regulate and get some type of compliance and understanding in certain areas in the crypto space in the next coming months. So we can probably expect to see more news of this coming out as the year go on, because we've seen crypto platforms go down, crypto exchanges go down, hedge funds go down. And so there's definitely got to be some type of regulation to help protect investors like me and you. So if you gain some value from the video, most importantly, smash the like button, and I will catch you on the next one.